Hello, my name is Al Fogel. I'm a children's and young adult story writer and would like to share my latest story titled The Fish Whose Wish Came True. All of my stories were inspired by Ellen Degeneres' theme of be kind to one another. I'm hoping Ellen or someone who knows Ellen will read this story. It has never been published. I'm hoping she might one day start a book club, calling it maybe the Kindness Book Club, and have story writers, children's or young adult story writers, submit stories. And perhaps once a month she can then choose a story to read along with the illustrations with the theme of be kind to one another. Here is The Fish Whose Wish Came True. There was once a boy named Johnny who lived in a beautiful house near a lake. Johnny had everything a boy could want. He ate the finest foods and wore only the most expensive designer clothes. He also had many toys and pets. Johnny's parents were very rich, and being an only child, they bought him anything he wanted to make him happy. But Johnny was only happy when he was hurting others. When he stepped on the cat's tail, he would start laughing. He also liked to grab his dog by its flappy ears. Johnny thought, tomorrow I'm going fishing. There I can really have some fun. The next morning was a perfect time to fish because the lake was calm, which meant the fish were more likely to bite. Johnny loved to go fishing because then he could tease all the fish that he caught. Johnny didn't have to wait very long before he felt a tug on his pole. "Oh boy, a fish! I'm going to have fun with this one," Johnny said. He pulled his fishing line clear out of the water and saw a little fish dangling at the end of his pole. He swung the fish close to his face where he could watch it. Johnny started laughing as the fish wiggled on the hook. Johnny began poking the fish with his fingers. The fish looked at Johnny as if to say, "Please, mister, you're hurting me. I wish you knew how it feels to be caught on a hook." But Johnny kept on laughing and teasing and laughing. Finally, Johnny removed the hook from the fish's mouth and was about to toss it into his bait bucket when suddenly he slipped and lost his balance and landed on the ground. As he fell, he let go of his fishing pole, and the hook became loose and landed right in Johnny's curly hair. "Ouch!" cried Johnny, because the hook was stuck in his hair. Johnny grabbed the fishing pole with one hand and began to jerk and pull forwards and backwards, but the hook remained stuck in his hair. He tried jerking and pulling with his other hand, forwards and backwards, backwards and forwards, again and again, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't free the hook from his hair. He tried to wiggle and shake his head sideways like a fish, but the more Johnny struggled, the more his hair got tangled in the hook. He felt like a fish caught on his own fishing pole. "Help me! Help me!" Johnny yelled, hoping someone would hear, but there was nobody around to offer help. Johnny began to cry. He didn't know what to do. With one last effort, he decided to jerk his head upward several times, and as he did, the hook finally fell out of his hair and onto the ground. Johnny was so happy to be free that he jumped for joy. But then he remembered the poor little fish he had teased. It was lying on the ground, barely able to breathe. Johnny picked up the fish and held it in his arms. "Now I know how it feels to be caught on a hook," Johnny said to the fish. "From now on, I'm never going to hurt anyone else. I'm going to treat everyone like I want them to treat me, with kindness and caring." and with those words he gently tossed the fish back into the lake. And Johnny walked away with a little less hair that day, but a lot more love in his heart. If you want to read the other stories, I've written 5 stories in total. My Facebook page is Al Fogel, F-O-G-E-L. I have 2. The first one without the headshot is the active one. The other one is inactive. I have 5 children's young adult stories, unpublished, that I would like to share. Thank you very much.